Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum has just confirmed a retest along this important line of support on the daily time frame. And while this is happening, we are also beginning to see a breakout in the price of Bitcoin above this resistance level. More on that in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the daily Bitcoin chart, and right now the price of Bitcoin is technically still playing out this active bullish divergence, because as of right now, if you're looking at the daily Bitcoin RSI, this is still trending to the upside, which is technically at least a shorter term bullish signal on the daily time frame, which normally lasts for 1 to 2 weeks on average. And at the same time as this bullish divergence playing out right now, we are still seeing the daily Bitcoin MACD show bullish momentum as of right now on the daily time frame, which means we are still in this pause from the larger bearish trend when you zoom out. And speaking of zooming out, taking a look at the weekly Bitcoin chart, because obviously we still have this massive bullish divergence on this chart on this time frame. And in fact, as of recording this video, there's only around 3 hours to go until the next weekly candle close. So perhaps by the time you're watching this video, the next weekly candle close might have already happened. And simply based on the current price of Bitcoin at the time of recording this video, sitting at just above $17,000, it's looking like we're about to confirm another green weekly candle. And this green weekly candle looks like it's going to be bigger than last week's candle. And why that's actually important is because the RSI goes off candle closes. So if we see a larger candle close to the upside, then we see a larger bounce in the RSI, which is basically cementing this higher low in place. Because otherwise, if we don't see any significant bounce off that higher low in the RSI, and instead the RSI just continues to kind of drift sideways or even drift lower, then in that case, we don't really confirm the bullish divergence because we haven't really put in the higher low. But as of right now, based on the current Bitcoin price and based on the next weekly candle close happening in just a few hours from now, this is looking really good for this weekly bullish divergence, which basically means we could be due to see a larger pause from this massive bearish trend that we've been in for pretty much 1 year now. And as for how long this weekly Bitcoin bullish divergence could potentially play out for, generally speaking, divergences visible on the weekly time frame play out over at least a month, sometimes multiple months. And obviously you could see what happened the last time we saw a significant divergence visible on the weekly time frame. This of course was a massive bearish divergence, which basically resulted in a year worth of bearish price action, and currently we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing a giant bullish divergence forming on the same time frame, which is actually extremely rare for the weekly time frame in terms of Bitcoin. But anyway, zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 4-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart, and as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is still sitting in this range of resistance, coming into play in between around 16.9k going up towards just above 17.1k. More specifically, I've got this top level at around 17,170. But if you're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin price oscillators, the MACD is showing reduced bearish momentum over the last 1 day and pointing towards a possible bullish cross coming soon. And if you're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, this is potentially now leaving this short-term cool-off that we've seen over the last 3 to 4 days. And like I said all the way back here, a short-term cool-off can either play out in the form of some short-term bearish price action with a slight pullback, or some choppy sideways price action. Either way, that can help reset the RSI back down towards neutral levels, which over the last 1 day, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI bounced perfectly off the neutral level, the middle of the RSI. And now if the Bitcoin price breaks through this resistance right here, then I would expect the price of Bitcoin to continue up towards around 17.5k based on this previous high if you're looking at the candle closes. And as for support right now in the immediate short term, we still have support at around 16.8 to 16.9k. And if the price of Bitcoin breaks below around 16.8k, then I would expect a drop down towards around 16.4 to 16.5k. But just in the immediate short term, technically speaking, as of recording recording this video, we're still in this somewhat choppy sideways price range, but we are on the edge of potentially flipping a little bit more bullish again as the price is on the edge of this resistance, and we're on the edge of potentially seeing a bullish cross in the MACD. And so the next 24 hours could be critical for the price of Bitcoin, potentially continuing this short-term bullish movement. And in fact, if you zoom into an even smaller time frame, looking at the 1 hour Bitcoin chart, just in recent hours, we've actually seen an initial breakout above this descending line of resistance, which is sitting at roughly around 17,000. And so technically speaking, this is a short-term bullish signal, but with that being said, we still have resistance right here based on these candle wicks sitting at around 17,150, going up towards around 17,170 if you're looking at these previous candle closes. But technically speaking, because we do have a breakout above resistance with a few 1 hour candle closes now above this level of resistance, that means we now have a technical price target in play based on this pattern, and that technical price target is sitting at approximately 17.4 to 17.5k. And from the point of the breakout to that technical price target, we're talking a little over a 2% move in the price of Bitcoin. Even from the current price as of recording this video to that technical price target, that's still around a 2% move. But once again, just in the immediate short term, I'll still remain somewhat cautious until we break above this level of resistance that I just mentioned. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, and over the last 1 day, we've seen a pullback in the price of ETH all the way back down to this exact line right here, which was previous resistance all the way back during the middle of this year, and it was also previous support during around September, October this year. So this line on the chart has been significant for the price of ETH in the past, and obviously over the last 1 day, we've just seen a perfect bounce from this exact same line, which by the way is sitting at around 1240 to 1250. So on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, that is the immediate level of support that I'm currently watching, just above that previous golden pocket, which is sitting at around 1.2k. And now if you zoom into the short term, this right here is the 4 hour Ethereum to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is still running into this range of resistance, coming into play in between around 1280 going up towards around 1320. And obviously over the last 1 day or so, we've seen that little bit of a pullback from the bearish divergence in the short term before seeing a small bounce in the price of ETH. And now technically speaking, this bearish divergence might not be over in the short term, because if you extend this line of resistance in the 4 hour Ethereum RSI, at least at the time of recording this video, the RSI is still running into this line of resistance, which means we could potentially continue to play out this bearish divergence. And once again, what a bearish divergence means is that we're due to see reduced bullish momentum, which means either choppy sideways price action or a slight pullback in the price of ETH, which is pretty much what we've seen over the last 1 to 2 days approximately. But if you're looking at the 4 hour Ethereum MACD, this is actually showing very low bearish momentum as of recording this video, which is pointing towards most likely some choppy sideways price action, at least just in the short term. And as for short-term support levels, right now I'll be watching this level at the moment, which was previous resistance and should now be acting as new support, and that is sitting at around 1220 to 1230. And obviously recently the price of ETH bounced just above that level of support. And for resistance, once again, we still have that price range right there, but if the price of ETH breaks above around 1320, then I would still be targeting around 1380 based on that technical price target for this cup and handle pattern, which is technically still active as of recording this video, because we have not yet seen a confirmed break back below this breakout line, which is sitting at around 1220 approximately. And now if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going up, down, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.